So you finally came to the conclusion that you're ugly and you're sick and tired of being ugly. I don't blame you. I was really ugly too. And unfortunately, this world is full of so much ugliness, it's contagious. Did you know that? Did you know that being ugly is contagious? Not only could you spread it, but it also probably was spread to you. If you're tired of being ugly and you want to change your ugly ways, this is the video. I'm going to share with you 4 easy steps on how not to be ugly. Hey, how are you? My name is Danielle and this is Daniela Diaries. Here we are inspiring to inspire you meet everyone to be the very best version of ourselves. Now remember, everybody's version will differ and that's okay because we're all different and we're all uniquely made. But as long as we are elevating ourselves, living life to our fullest potential, doing that shadow work and just trying to be good people, honey, this is the place for you. This is a very small place on the very small corner of the internet where all are welcome and no one is judged. So if you're looking for like-minded individuals, you want to hang out and, you know, just see what's going on around here, I would love for you to be a friend. I love friends. We real friends here too, so that's even better. So make sure you stick around, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below because it helps with the algorithm. So YouTube, you know, might push my videos. Thanks. So today we're talking about being ugly. U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi because you ugly, okay? And we know a lot of ugly people. Now, I know that this title may have gotten some of y'all heated and into your feelings, okay? Because she's like, oh, she thinks she's pretty. Oh, she thinks she... It's just calling somebody ugly is like calling out their mom. Like they are ready to... They are fixing to fight. They are knuckling up. They're about to deliver that knuckle sandwich. And before you try finding my address and trying to come fight me, honey, let me tell you what I'm talking about. Being ugly is more than what your face looks like. You can be so pretty, but be so ugly on the inside that people are just like, oof. You guys ever seen Shallow Hal? Come on. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, and you could be a stone cold fox, but if you are ugly on the inside, baby, you are repelling the world. And if that is you, we gonna fix you up. This is a glow up, okay? This is like that extreme makeover inside edition. So if you're ready to stop being ugly, here are the 4 steps that are sure to work and get you from being an ugly duckling to your swan life in no time. Your very first step to not being ugly anymore is a mindset shift. This is going to be the hardest part of reversing your ugliness because shifting your mindset is hard and it takes time and practice, and every day isn't going to be perfect, but every day you will work at it. And unfortunately, this is going to be something you will have to work on every day for the rest of your life because an ugly mindset is contagious. It's like the chicken pox. It's spread. Okay, and it's everywhere. And people want you to be negative. They want your mindset to be in the gutter because why? Misery loves company. But that's right, because we're not going to hang out with them anymore. We're elevating. So we're going to do a mindset shift. And how are we going to do so? First thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to drop the victim mentality. Okay, and this goes for a lot of people in my personal life. Honey, you are not the victim here. You may had a really crappy string of luck. Maybe had a really crappy upbringing, maybe had really crappy parents, a crappy husband, a crappy job, crappy children, and there's just some things that just suck, and I'm sorry, but you are not the victim, and you need to stop playing one. Because unfortunately, the more you have this victim mindset and woe is me and everything is, did you ever see that? I think it's an SNL where it's like the Debbie Downer. It's just people don't want to be around that because that negativity is so contagious and it really brings down the mood. So instead of thinking yourself as the victim, think of yourself as a victor and how you are winning today. You know how you're winning? Because you got out of bed. You had a bed to wake up out of, you had legs to get you to the bathroom, you had water to brush your teeth, you had toothbrush to put on your toothbrush, hell, you had a toothbrush. You're already winning. You know how many people in this world do not have the luxuries of any of those? You know how many people in this world currently right now do not have the luxury of being safe in their own homes? You're not the victim. You're winning. The next part of your mindset that you're going to have to shift is that she's so lucky. Everything happens for her. They're just lucky like that. They have a, what did my mom used to say? They have a horseshoe up their butt, you know, admiring and being envious. It's not one thing to be like, I had an aunt. She was so, I don't know what it was, but she was just so good at hitting the lottery. She always did. If there was like a raffle or something, none of us would even join because she was that good. Maybe if we all joined, she wouldn't have won and maybe one of us would win. But nonetheless, she was just lucky like that. But people would be so envious of her. And when she would win stuff, I remember people like, she doesn't deserve it. She always wins. So what? Who are you to decide on who she is? And maybe if you weren't so envious of her luck and downplayed and talked smack about everything she got, and maybe said, you know what, she's lucky. I'm glad she won. She deserves it. She's a good person. I know that whatever it is I need is already on its way to me because God's got me and God's timing is all his own. Maybe your prize would have been coming. Maybe you would have won the next TV. But because you were being negative, negative attracts negative, baby. It's a mindset. And that goes along with the good things never happen to me. Again, the negativity mindset. Once you start thinking positive and flipping that switch, and the first thing you look for is the positive in any situation, even in your deepest, darkest moments, try to find something positive. I lost an aunt. It was traumatic. But you know what? I got to spend her last moments with her. That was the positive. You know, there's always going to be negative moments in life, but it's how you let them to define you and your character and how you come out of that moment, and what you have learned from that is what divides us and brings us and separates us from them. And you want to be us. Okay, you want to be positive, you want to be hopeful, you want to be optimistic, you want to be a go-getter. You want to be the person that good things happen to, because why? Good things happen to good people, positive attracts a positive, and your life is plentiful and you are blessed and you are manifesting abundance because it's on its way to you, because God knows what you need before you even need it. And he knows when his timing's right that it's coming to you. And it's whatever God you believe in, universe, whatever divine you believe in, they got you. You believe in them, they believe in you. You don't need to ask any more questions. Change your mindset. That is the first way to stop being so damn ugly. Now, I know the second part is going to be, it's going to pick at some people's craw, and that's okay. But we're going to say it because this is reality. How you present yourself, okay? Yes, presentation matters, okay? You're going to a bakery and you got two cakes in front of you. One's beautiful, it's pink with glitter and pearls and beads, and it's got a little nice numbers and all this other stuff. And then you got one that's all slopped together. It's falling apart. It looks kind of dried out. Which one are you gonna go for? The pretty one, because presentation matters. You eat with your eyes first. It's just the way it is. I didn't make the rules. So yes, you're gonna have to put a little effort into that presentation, baby. First thing that's gonna have to set you apart and make you look less ugly is your hygiene. I don't wanna smell you before I see you. I don't wanna smell your breath. I don't wanna smell the meat that's stuck in your teeth because you're not flossing. I don't wanna smell that you had a workout 2 days ago and you haven't showered since. Hygiene. Brush, floss, wash your face, scrub your pores, use a moisturizer, get the blackheads. These things, these little things, okay? Clean out your ears, cut your nails, clean the dirt out of them. Okay, my dad's a mechanic. His hands are permanently stained, but I will tell you this, my dad's hands are the cleanest you will ever see. I've never not seen my dad walk in and wash his hands when he goes to someone's house. He washes his hands before he eats. He's always washing his hands. Always, always, always. Wash your hands. I don't care if they're stained from grease, but make sure they're clean. Wash underneath your nails. Keep your nails trimmed. If you don't want to do false nails, don't do false nails, but keep them clean. Keep them clean. It's very important. BO, it's a thing. Maybe you don't like perfumes. Maybe you're sensitive to perfumes. It give you a headache. That's okay. I don't need you smelling like anything. I just need you not to smell. You're smelling like gyro and onions. It's a problem. Okay? And that's going to be that's going to be your calling card, is your stench. Now, the next thing is going to be how you present yourself with your clothes. Hear me out. Now, I'm not asking you to walk out in, Gucci, Prada, Versace, anything like that. You can wear anything. I grew up poor. I wore secondhand clothes pretty much my entirety of my childhood. But I will tell you this, I always looked nice. My mother were they secondhand clothes? Yes, but they were clean. They weren't tattered. They were ironed, and they were free of stains. Just because you don't have any money doesn't mean you have to look like you don't have any money. I grew up in that very same mindset. Like I said, we were very poor, but we always looked nice. Everything matched, everything was clean, everything was hemmed. My mom would, if there was a hole in it, my mom would either fix it or it had to go. If there was a stain, my mom would clean it, or if we didn't get it out, it had to go. Yes, the clothes were secondhand, but she ironed everything. Everything was pressed. Everything was presentable. I always looked presentable and nice. Same one for my mother. Whatever you're going to wear, make sure it's clean. Make sure it doesn't have holes in it. Make sure it fits. If you're into like that really baggy look, that's cool. Just make sure, you know, there's not holes and, you know, it's not stains and you're not wearing house slippers out to the grocery store. I've done it. It's comfortable. I know. I've had to pull myself out of it. I'm not saying I wasn't ugly. I'm just working on not being as ugly as I was before. Again, not just saying my face is ugly, because I know my face card is golden, but sometimes I was doing some ugly things. And that was, you know, going out like I just was garbage dumping. Clean up your outfit, clean up your clothes. Lastly is one of the most underrated features, and that is your posture. Another thing that I've had to work on, especially since I've had a little bit of this TMJ thing and I've had the issues with my neck, I've really had to focus on my posture. So making sure that you're not slumped over. What if I like came on this video right now and I was like, yeah, what's up? You guys wanna watch this video? You wouldn't take me seriously. You'd be like, what is this? What is this going on? Same thing goes, the way you hold yourself, the way your posture is, the way you present yourself to others, that represents confidence. It represents class. It represents respect for other people, respect for yourselves. Hold your head up, keep your back straight, put your shoulders back. You meet somebody, look them in the eye, shake their hand. Okay, hey, nice to meet you. You're leaving, everybody, go around, you shake everyone's hand. It's a gesture, but it shows that you have a person of character, a person of class, and you have respect for others. When my kids are their whole lives, we walk into a party, you walk around, you shake everyone's hand and say hello. We're leaving, you shake everyone's hand and you say goodbye. That is just the way it is. That is the rules of my house. Someone talks to you, you look them in the eye and you address them. Yes, no, you use your voice clearly and you give them respect, because we are people of respect and of class. And I did not raise my kids to be that way, and my mother did not raise me to be that way. Keep your shoulders back and your head high, honey. You are a queen. Do not ever let your crown slip. They see you slacking, they will snatch that crown right off your head. Number 3 is the act of conversing, how you talk to people. Now, I feel like this is really going to be a struggle, not so much for me, honey, because I love to chat, but it is going to be a struggle for those younger, like my kids. This is the day and age of social media where people don't really have interactions in person. Everything is written in text, right? So they don't know how to converse. How do you converse with somebody? You speak slowly, you enunciate your words, and you look them in the eye, and you have a conversation back and forth. You pay attention, you look at them, you nod. I've never been on a job interview where I was never offered a job. Why? Because I'm a people person. You look at them, you laugh, you make sure you let them know that you are giving them 100% of your undivided attention, because that, my friends, makes you a little bit more special, and it leaves a little memory in their head that you were that person for them, that you showed them respect, that you were involved in the conversation, you held the conversation, you were intrigued with them. People like that, okay? And yes, it will show that you are not an ugly person because you have class and manners. And make sure that when you are conversing with people, you read the room, okay? You're not gonna have certain conversations at certain times. Recently, a few years ago, I actually was hanging out with some people I grew up with. And I'm not going to say that Danielle in her youth years wasn't a little bit of a rebel, a little bit of something else, and I was, okay? And so I meet up with people I grew up with, and now they're married, they have significant others, and I had some dirt on them, honey. Don't you know we always got the dirt? So when I met their significant others, they were surrounding me. They were around me. They were like, she is going to say something that we do not want her to say. I can read the room. I know what not to say. I have etiquette, okay? So read the room. Don't, bring up politics at church, or don't bring up, politics or church or anything that's heady at a wedding or a baptism or something like that. Or don't talk about somebody's ex when you're at dinner and there's other people there. Read the room, watch what you're saying, watch the cursing. And that goes for me. That's something I've had to learn, because I love cursing. For me is like, they're like sentence fillers for me. I've had to learn to tune that down and watch it. And it really does separate you from others. Lastly is body language. Again, how we're sitting with our posture, but also how are you looking at people? Are you smiling? Are you just sitting there like this? And I have RBF. Like, sometimes I don't mean it, okay? So if you see me out in the streets and you're like, you look angry, that's just my face. I'm trying to work on it. But if you're walking into a room, and I have to watch it because that is my resting face. I've been like this my whole life. I've gotten into many fights because people think I've looked bad at them. but I literally make sure when I'm walking into a space, to a party, to an event, to a job interview, anything like that, to where I have to make an impression, I will plaster this face on. So it's light, it's a light looking face, it's an inviting looking face. I don't look like I'm concentrating, I don't look like I'm angry, I don't look like I'm putting off anybody. Because if you're walking around like, the first thing people are saying is like, she's pissed, she's in a mood, don't approach, do not interact, keep going, abort, abort, abort this mission. But if you walk around and I literally have to remind myself to do this, because if I don't, it's always like this. And it really does make you more presentable and approachable to others. And make sure that when someone compliments you, this is very hard for me and I'm learning, accept it and appreciate it. Oh, you look so beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That was so kind of you to say. I like your shoes. Oh, you do? Thank you. Or if I meet somebody, oh my God, today at the gym. Oh my God, hi, how are you? You got your eyelashes done. They look so beautiful on you. Oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But her first thing was, instead of saying, oh my God, thank you, I appreciate it, oh really? I feel like I gotta get them done. I feel like they look like crap already. And I'm like, no, 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 they look fine. Are you sure? Like, she didn't know how to accept that compliment because she's not there yet. But she's learning, right? She's investing into herself. And I just told her, girl, take the compliment. You look great. And she's like, you're right, you're right. And sometimes you gotta tell them, just take the compliment and run with it. Now, I know that you expected for me to tell you to go get Botox, a nose job, gastric bypass, vertical sleeve, do keto, lose 100 pounds, all this other stuff, go shop at Gucci, change out your wardrobe. All of that filler, that is not what makes you beautiful. That's a helper. It's like putting a pretty bow on a present, but the actual gift is everything underneath. Your personality, how you approach people, your hygiene, how you engage in conversation, the respect you give others, how approachable you are to others. Kindness matters. Positivity matters. A negative mindset matters. Be a good person, put out good energy, and know that you are beautiful. Your seat at this table is earned, and anything is possible as long as you stay positive, share positivity with others, and just work on that shadow work. It's a game changer. Stay pretty. Bye, friends.